Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. The Packers have every intention of walking out of today's game with win number 4 on the season. It's the Celtic Tigers going up against the Packers.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dublin Celtic Tigers and the Green Bay Packers. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Forced out to his left. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Left side, it's Dorsett. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Slides to avoid the hit. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Back to throw now on first down. Buying time to his left. That is caught inside the 5. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They will run again with Coleman. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Tevin Coleman hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll run for the first time with Hill. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Second down following the run. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. On second down, Hill. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
So following the run, we'll see what they do here on third down.
Let's go.
They're going to look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now a play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. So a first quarter sack, and remember, keep in mind, he had 2 sacks in last week's game.
And it's always intriguing to me to watch these great pass rushers because some of them, they need their teammates to scheme for them. Maybe occupy people and make it a one-on-one matchup. Other guys, they just defeat everything in front of them. To get 2 sacks in a game, it's a little bit of both for you.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So it's third and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dime. They'll look to throw here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he's got room. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line, it's the tight end, it's your wide receivers. Everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that they do their job, they'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
Down. He'll drop to throw it. That is caught inside the 5. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Dubliners with a football here to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
No. Check. Gun.
It's Coleman here. Oh, and now he bowls, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
All right, here we go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Going for the deep ball. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Looking to throw. Open man is Uzama. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Set. Blue 90.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are back within a score. And that one makes it 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still.
And all the way in for the touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Look at the spin. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Klein. 20, 10, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Then it's Clinton-Dix with a pick. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Now this offense ready to head back out there. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Montravius Adams in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. This is intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Point after here coming up. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now back out comes the offense. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. He'll drop to throw. Coleman has it here right side. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
And I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
They'll drop to throw. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
To throw here on first down. Complete to Dorsett. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Let's go. All right, now, lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
A big third down conversion with a gain of 28. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words.
Let's go. Green. Over.
Here's Coleman. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Tevin Coleman on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down he goes just beyond the 35. And that pretty move got him some extra space to run.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now back to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there, you know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Steps away to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. And a loose football. They'll look to throw now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They'll look to throw. Underneath here to Hill. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Let's go. Green 39.
Back to throw here. A dump off now to Hill. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Green 39.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20 at the 15. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And his kick here is good. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they have the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Time running out here on the play clock. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And Incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Packers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, here we go.
They'll set up a throw. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. He had one man to beat. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Coleman now. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
All right, here we go. Green, 30.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice gain.
And he goes out of bounds inside the 10 at the 9. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Coleman. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Second and goal, but still a decent chunk of yardage here. They're on the 8. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys are going to retake the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to...
And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 42 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
The tight end, C.J. Uzama, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go.
He'll look to throw. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
In motion comes the tight end left. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Give him 2 yards on that play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Well, 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
I can't say that I was really in love with the play call there. A draw in that situation, I know it's a risk-reward call. If it works, he walks in. But otherwise, you're bringing up a really tough 4th down situation.
They run. It's Hill. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's caught left side by Cooks. Brandon Cooks past the 20. Touchdown. Brandon Cooks, 96 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. So from back deep in their own territory all the way into the end zone, you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have to put a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
They'll set up to throw.
Well, it's apparent that these guys are getting after it right from the opening kickoff. They roll right downfield and score on their first possession. And here on defense, back-to-back sacks. Someone is ready to play.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
All right, here we go.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers.
Detroit!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
This is Coleman. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. On 3rd down, that's Coleman. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him. They stop him behind the line. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And this one is right down the middle. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Now the Packers get set to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 36. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. second down. And he loses the football a second time. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
After that nice game there, for the rest of the game, the defense is going to have to respect the running backs as passing threats as well. Not just play them strictly to run the football. They may be able to get downfield and catch it, too.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And now here's a carry heading left. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or 2 if you have to. Just go down, in bounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game, and that has to drive a coach crazy.
Now a handoff as they run left side. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll be brought down, but a tip of the cap on the spin move as that gives him a first down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. A handoff as they run the counter play. Wasn't a ton of space, but a great move. He's able to work it to the 20-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
All right, here we go.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. And now here's a carry heading left. And now running right through it. And he showcases the spin. A pretty good gain before he's taken down. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs were to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
All right, here we go.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards through the air and a first down. They go play action here on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be, but we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Here's Matt Darr now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. A big offensive...